Well, hello there, YouTubers. This is Tilly G the tortoise. He's a sulcata tortoise, also known as an African spurred tortoise. And they are the third largest species in the world of tortoises, land tortoises. So they get pretty big. This is a big guy right here. And they will grow and grow to well over 100 pounds. Hi, little Skippy. Oh, here's his best friend. So they will grow to well over 100 pounds, 150 pounds, between 150 and 200 pounds is what they will reach. And I wanted to do this quick video today because I think I've inspired a lot of you that love tortoises. And I get a lot of messages from people saying, oh, I want to get a tortoise now. So before you do that, please watch this video. And I would like to ask that first of all, you adopt versus shop. There are a lot of these big guys that get given up to rescue organizations because they just basically, people can't care for them properly. They don't have the space, they don't have the funds to feed them, and they will eat you out of house and home. And so the first thing I want to encourage you to do is please adopt. Adopt, don't shop when it comes to these giant tortoises, because there's a lot of them that need good homes. They're in rescue organizations. So check with your local humane society and local tortoise rescue organizations. There's a lot of them all over, mainly in warmer states like California, Florida, Texas. And then the next thing I want to remind you to do, if you're thinking about getting one of these big beauties. Hi, sweet boy. That's what I call a head rubby. Chin rubby. So the second thing, hi Sparky Doodle, I want to remind you to do is, before you get one of these, is you need to live in a warm climate. You need to live somewhere like California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, someplace where it is very warm year-round. Average temperatures need to be pretty high. You need warm, sunny days. These guys, they do best in that type of climate. Hi, Skippy Doodle. Hi, Sparky. So I want you to make sure you've got, you're in the right climate. You know, you shouldn't be in Minnesota where you get 2 feet of snow, because these guys cannot thrive. Hi, sweet boy. Okay, another thing I want you to do is, if you have other pets, you must always supervise your dogs with your tortoises, because sometimes dogs think they are little chew toys. This is a rare exception where Skippy and Tilly G are in love with each other. That is pretty rare, and it's special and it's really cute, but I want you to keep in mind that it's rare. So if you do have other animals in your yard, you want to make sure that you keep them separate at all times. Hi, sweet boy. Oh, you're so sweet. So another thing I want you to think of before you adopt one of these guys is that they live a long time. So they can live up to 100 years. So you need to make sure that you have them in your will or your trust, that you plan for their future, that they will be in future generations of your family, because they live a very long time. Okay, so say you live in a warm climate, you've got, you know, a secure yard. That's another thing you need. You need a lot of space. These big guys, they're natural grazers. They need to graze on grass all day long. And so you need square footage. You need at least 1,000 square feet. Acres would be ideal, actually, but here in Los Angeles, it's hard to have acres of land. But in other regions, you might be able to get some acreage. And another thing that you need for these big guys is a secure yard. We have a 10-foot wall, brick wall, that goes about 2 feet deep, because these guys can burrow up to 2 feet deep, and they can dig burrows up to 3 feet long. So what happens many times is they will burrow under your garage, under your house. These powerful claws allow them to dig deep and to burrow. So make sure that you've got space for them. They should not be living inside. They should not be living in your house or in your apartment. They really need access to sunlight, and they need the ability to graze on this stuff, Bermuda grass, all day long. Now there's other grasses that they like too, but Tilly G here loves Bermuda grass. So in addition to that, so what you need, just to recap, you need to be in the right climate, a warm climate. You need a lot of space. You need a secure yard. You need to be aware of other pets. You need to always supervise them around other dogs. And you need to have a plan in place for when they live 100 years or more. And then another thing you'll need is a house. You'll need a tortoise house for them to stay in at night. Here's a snapshot of the house. And they need a secure place to sleep at night. They need a house. They also need a place where they can graze, so they need a lot of space. And they need a wading pool, some type of access to water all the time. These guys need to be soaked on a regular basis. And the reason that they need to be soaked is that if they don't get soaked, they get a buildup of something called urates. Now, I've gotten way too many messages, hundreds of messages from people that are crying or upset because their tortoise is sick and has stones. And when I ask them if they've soaked their tortoise, they say, no, what is that? So you have to commit to soaking these guys. Baby tortoises and baby sulcatas that are smaller than the palm of your hand, they should be soaked once a day, daily in warm water. Now these big guys, they can get away with soaking 2 to 3 times a week, but really, Tilly G loves it, so of course I'm gonna do it, and I call it Spa Day to make it enjoyable for him. And so if you're gonna get a tortoise, you have to commit to soaking them at least 2 times a week, once a week if you get a baby as well. And then what you also need to have is, if you don't have a lot of grass, you're gonna need a lot of hay. And you need to grow like a garden for them as well, because they love to eat hibiscus flowers, rose petals, dark leafy grains like he's eating right now, collard greens, and keep your weeds growing. They love to eat weeds as well. Hi, sweet boy. So the next time you're thinking about getting one of these guys, I want you guys to think first about adopting. And then secondly, I want to make sure you have the right climate, the right situation, so that your tortoise will absolutely thrive and be just as happy and healthy as Tilly G here. So hopefully this has answered your questions. And oh, last thing I want to tell you, if you're thinking about getting one of these guys, their poops are epic. They're huge. So you can't be afraid of doing poop patrol and picking up poop, because you're gonna have to do it a lot. So I just want you to be aware, because they look very cute and they're friendly and social, but there's really some things that you should understand about these guys before you adopt them. And if you understand everything and do your research, then by all means, please adopt one from your local rescue organization. Okay, thanks so much for listening today. Hope this helped. Love you.